Hello and welcome back to Life by Design. I'm Karyn of Healing in Bloom, and today's topic is knowing what to do when you are faced with something that you thought you have already dealt with. Okay, I know this happens to all of us on some level, and when you're faced with something that you thought you had handled, it can be a little bit discouraging and surprising when it shows up right in front of you when you least expect it. And what I've been finding is during these last few months, with all of these global changes and changes within the community, changes within the family unit, and how we spend our time, a lot of our unconscious memories that have been repressed are bubbling up to the surface for healing. And that's essentially what's happening for many of us right now, that when we have a little bit more stillness, a little bit more time on our own, there's more space for that to rise to the surface. Minus the busyness of life, minus all of the social interaction, we're really able to be with ourselves and begin to notice what is present. It may be emotion that's coming up for you. It may be thoughts that are new or thoughts that are old that you thought you had dealt with. So it's those types of things that cause people to question, have I really gotten far in my personal growth and development? As long as you're continually learning and you're committed to improving and growing, then you really can't go wrong, okay? But to answer the question about what does it mean when something you thought you handled shows up suddenly? And what it means is that there's another layer of healing that is ready. Okay, your unconscious mind is signaling that it is ready for you to let go of something, to move to the next level. And the unconscious mind presents that to you for healing and transformation only as you are ready. So this particular whatever it is that's coming up for you probably wouldn't have shown up 5 years ago or even 2 years ago, because you needed to be at a certain point in your personal growth and development to be able to get to that next level. And now that you're here, there is this new layer to peel away and transform. So there's nothing wrong when you have something that shows up seemingly negative, seemingly as a challenge. And if you can look at it as an opportunity for transformation, then that's exactly what you can turn it into. Okay, so some of these things that show up can be dealt with on your own through meditation, through prayer, through certain practices that you've developed to be able to sit with or process an emotion or a state or a belief that you might have. Okay, some people need a little more support with that, and I'm here to help you with that if that's something that you feel you may need. But essentially, I want to remind you that if you have some things that are coming up from the past, it's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean that you're moving backwards in time. It simply means that there's another layer for you to look at, another layer for you to become aware of, and eventually heal. So that's my message for you today, and just want to give you some hope and reassurance that whatever's coming up for you is coming up for a reason. And if you're not sure of what that is, then start asking for answers, start asking for guidance, start asking God, the angels, whatever celestial beings, the universe, reach out, ask those questions, and you will start to be led to the answers that you need to be able to uplift yourself out of that current state that you may find yourself stuck in, and then you'll be up to the next level in no time. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time on Life by Design.